Looks like we got ourselves another remake, 'cause playing it safe will always sell. An original, it's not, though it isn't shot for shot. Let's review it because what? Because we might as well.
Call your epic.
Isn't this amazing? I can't think of
It's my
anything.
favourite part!
Oh.
Show me the girl.
Look at her. What if she is the one? The one who'll break the spell?
Certain as a sun,
Rising in the east.
careless of the sky, thunders on the sky. Beauty and the Beast.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Cinema or Skip. Today we are reviewing Beauty and the Beast, Disney's latest in a long line of remakes that is just going to get longer. But we're here to give you our thoughts, save you some time, or get you a cinema trip. So, okay, let's start. What did you think was good about it?
I thought it was okay. I thought it had moments where it really captured the magic of the previous film, and like I say, it came from stuff like the score. They used the exact same score. I think they had their own additional bits, but the majority of the score was the same. Really captured the magic of the original. For the visuals and all that were funny enough, very stunning. Minus a couple of things, but overall had a good look. And like I say, in some areas, it really captured the magic that the original Beauty and the Beast had, and that was better than what I thought it was going to be. Since I have a really low standard for the live action Disney.
Ever since Maleficent.
Ever since Maleficent, I don't fall for that trap again. Go into that more detail in another video.
Yeah,
but
different video.
Yeah. But overall, I thought it was okay, and I thought it captured that in
The magic.
Yeah, the captured the magic.
Bit of
It was
magic.
very, very
Colin,
nice.
what about you?
I did like the secondary characters in this film.
Yeah.
They're a lot more developed. Like Gaston was still interesting to watch. LeFou was real interesting to watch,
Yeah.
which I'll get to in a second. Even like the ornament characters like Cogsworth, Lumiere, Mrs. Potts, even though they don't have as much interaction in this film, they are still interesting to watch just for various reasons. Like Lumiere is still eccentric, which is still fun to watch, and Cogsworth voiced by Sir Ian McKellen of all people. And you can't go wrong with that. And like they just work, and even Maurice is like well developed because like in the original film he's like this old kooky scientist, like, oh, everything's my invention, this could be the latest invention, oh, it broke. It's like, but this one's like more like a calmer, more quieter voice, like voiced by Kevin Kline, and it's like it just like it sounds more caring. As like, and even has like song to begin with when he's, which is like that's another thing that we'll talk to in a second, but they're a lot more developed. And I mentioned LeFou, which is quite interesting because he is according to Disney, the first openly gay character in a main Disney film.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, what's going to happen here, kind of thing. It's already got banned in some places, but we don't care.
No.
It's
not those places.
Yeah. Well, for our opinion, we support that, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, we thought, that makes sense. And it's like, I think it's because of that they want like a really good representation. They made him a lot more third dimensional, because in the original he's basically like this weasel sidekick character to Gaston, but this one there's actually a personality. He has doubts, and even he thinks that Gaston may be going too far for some of the things.
Yeah, he has his own opinion for a change.
He actually has a reason for being his fanboy.
Yeah.
In this film.
Oh, he has a reason.
He has a reason. Whereas the 2D animation, he was just literally like, "Oh, you're the greatest."
Yeah.
No reason whatsoever. He just followed him. Whereas this one, yeah, there's reasons.
What about you?
What about you?
Yes. I am very pleased that in this remake, the Beast and Beauty's relationship is far more developed. In the first original, it felt like they fall in love very quickly, and they don't really have any conversations or anything. Whereas in this film, they had conversations and they shared their interest of literature, and it was far more interesting to watch them develop as a couple than I feel the original portrayed their relationship. Belle also as a character is far more rounded. She helps her father with his inventions, not in a sort of, oh, I don't know, I'll just pass him this, the way she did in the first film. In this one, she knows exactly what tools he needs. It's like she's got this sort of inside knowledge. She's very inventive herself. That's established well at the beginning of the film. And it's lovely to see another dimension to the character, and that they've brought that into it as a modern reimagining. We can't just talk about the positives. We have to talk about what didn't you like about it. Sean, what didn't you like about it?
The fact that it's a Disney live action remake of a 2D classic.
Other than that, different video.
Yeah. One of the things that was weird about this film was the pacing. It was a bit all over the place. There were some areas where there was moments in the original 2D classic where it took its time. It let the moment be the moment.
Yeah.
Whereas in this film, there's some areas where all I had to do was let the scene be the scene, and it would have been fine. It would have been perfect. But they rushed it. They rushed certain elements of it, and it's quite funny when you think there's certain areas that are complete padding. There's do you want a hashtag spoiler?
Hashtag spoilers. Only little ones.
No, there's not really big spoiler, but there's more songs in this film. Surprise! There's actually more songs in this film. The Beast gets more songs. The father gets a song. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, and everyone else gets a song.
Everyone else.
Everyone else gets a song.
Everyone.
And they are all completely could be cut out of the film.
Even the wardrobe has one.
They just didn't need to be there. They felt like padding, and by the final added song, you just hurry up and get to Tale as Old as Time, or the songs we know and love. That's all we asked for. We didn't ask for any more. I don't know if these songs are in the musical, because I've never seen the musical. I've only seen the musical. I've only seen the musical like in small theatres. I haven't seen the big grand scale one, so I don't know if these songs are included in the Broadway musical,
or whether they were written for the film,
or whether they were just written for the film. If they were written for the film, they didn't need to be in this film. But like I said, it was padding through, and there was, like I say, rush scenes. If you want an example, the iconic bit where it's in the film, most of what you see in the 2D classic is in this film, so there's no real spoilers in that case.
No.
But the iconic bit where Belle reveals herself to the Beast at the end, of the Beast is like, "Belle, you came back," before Gaston gives him one.
With a knife.
With a knife. Well, this film was a gun.
Oh yeah.
He shot him twice.
I was thinking 3 times.
3 times.
A lady. But it was rushed. It was completely and utterly rushed. It didn't let the moment play the moment. It didn't build. It just went, "Oh, Belle, you came back." That was it.
Yeah.
So there was pacing issues.
Colin, what about you?
Yeah, there was pacing issues. There's also some bits that weren't really necessary, because we find out there's a whole backstory behind Beast and Belle. And it's like, yeah, it's nice that you want to give us more backstory. You want to make us more sympathetic towards the Beast, but we were still sympathetic towards the Beast in the original, and it wasn't really needed, because we find out more about his parents and how he became the Beast that he was. And I thought, well, that's not necessary. Just say he's a jerk. It's like, we get it.
Instead of going, "Oh, someone's got some daddy issues."
So yeah, just get it down. We even find out what happened to Belle's mum. It's like, oh, that wasn't needed. It's like,
no, yeah, we knew she died. Everybody knows she's dead.
It was quite funny, because the way the mum goes, we just called it #Disney Plague.
Yeah.
Because we just couldn't stop laughing when we said that, because that's literally what happens to every parent.
If you're a Disney mum, bye-bye.
And speaking of Belle, actually, it was kind of difficult to see Emma Watson as Belle. It's no fault through her own.
No.
It's just that because she's such an iconic person, especially after the Harry Potter movies, I didn't see Belle. I just saw Emma Watson.
Yeah.
Even though she was still good in some areas, it was just her playing that as Emma Watson, basically. As far as I know, I don't really.
Or like a Hermione Granger type character. It didn't feel like much of a breakaway from what
she was basically a book where.
Haven't seen that before.
Le Hermione Granger.
Le Hermione Granger.
But anyway, we're talking about Emma Watson, and I'm sure one of the big questions was, which I'm sure Abby can answer, is how do you feel the cast delivered on the songs?
Oh, girl, no. The songs do not, for me personally, do not live up to the original. The best song in the entire film is "Kill the Beast," which is not what this film is known for. This film is known for "Be Our Guest,"
Taylor's
Oldest Time. It's just they didn't. There will be people who go in and see those songs and they will be happy with the way that at least the film element of that was played out. Personally, I think that "Be Our Guest" didn't live up to the original for me.
It's kind of all over the place, wasn't it?
It was.
With
it
its
just
arrangements.
felt mashed up. No.
It was like,
And
look at us, look at us, look at us, look at us.
It was a case of excess for the sake of excess. Oh, look, we've got a big CGI computer. Let's do loads of CGI.
And 3D.
And
it doesn't help.
Oh yeah, 3D. We accidentally saw it in 3D thanks to Sean. More on that later. Yeah, the vocals don't live up to it. I mean, Emma Watson, God love her, she tried her best, but you could tell she'd been auto-tuned. So no, the music doesn't live up to where it should have been. Also, pet peeve, line delivery. Delivering a line is so key, especially in animation. So when you've got this beautiful classic film and they have delivered their lines beautifully, you've watched it since you were a child, you know how these lines are supposed to sound, and you go into this real life action nightmare where the simple "I love you" can't be delivered right. We've got a bit of a problem, haven't we?
Oh dear. Didn't go very well at all, did it?
It's already like a shot for shot kind of remake. And
yeah.
How can
you not deliver the line? One, my very, very angry moment was he's laughing because he knows what it is. The Beast, as Belle, when he gives her the mirror and she goes off and to save her father, and when the Lumiere and everyone ask him, why did you let her go? In the original, he says, because I love her. And it's such a poignant moment in this film because this is a character who has been devoid of love and only filled with anger. And for him to come out and say the words, I love someone, it's so jaw-dropping. In this version, #angry spoilers, Mrs. Potts tells us that the Beast loves Belle.
What?
Anyway, point is, the Beast had his line stolen, and it made me very angry. And like I said, Emma Watson, God love her, she's a tryer, and she's a fabulous actress, but the fact that this I love you moment was ruined for me. Can't console me.
Cheer up, child.
So, good and bad assessed. Main question here, do you feel as though this remake was even needed in the first place? Did this film even need to exist?
Do you really want to ask me?
I'll ask Colt first.
Yeah.
Colt, do you think this film needed to exist?
Like the other ones, not really, but it's at least they try to be different in this film, because in this day and age we've had multiple interpretations of the same properties.
Yeah.
We've had it's like what's in the Marvel comics won't be in the same in the Marvel films.
Yeah.
What's in this TV show won't be in this TV show.
We've got and things.
Yeah, we've got two versions of a modern version of Sherlock, which are very different. And to me, it's like even if it's not necessary, it's still interesting that it's different enough to exist.
Okay.
And it's just another reinterpretation basically. of the same story by the same studio. With the same songs.
Yeah. You basically make my argument for me, mate. Because I was ready to argue with you then. Because you said you basically use Marvel as a comparison. You said comic books into film adaptation. The thing is, this is film adaptation into film adaptation. This is the only difference is the actual type of film we went with. It's gone from animation to film, which is
there's a lot of CGI, so it's about 50% animation.
You got your own little story with CGI and Disney and the definition of live action.
Yeah.
But I'll answer your question now. No, it's pointless. Just watch the damn 2D classic films. That's what they're there for. That's
on Blu-ray now.
That's where the magic is. These live action films will do so much to try and bring you in, and it already has, because apparently this film has already broken 5 box office records. So thank you.
We contributed to that.
Yeah.
That's so guilty.
No. We contributed the cheapest price we could get. So
that's true.
We thought we did.
Yeah, thank you, people of the
So you
world.
want to buy 3D glasses.
But this needs to stop.
That's a separate video.
I know it is.
We will discuss our feelings on Disney remakes.
It's hard.
Overall.
It's hard to not flow into it, so I'm just going to say, in the end, yeah, it did need to be made. That's it. I'm not going any further, because that's where I am.
Okay. I agree with Sean, but I agree with Colt. Oh, look at me, sitting in the middle, literally. I agree with Colt that there were elements of this film that made it different, and that it was nice to see those different elements. If I had the Blu-ray of each one in front of me, which one would I pick up? I would pick the original up over this remake any day. I don't even think I'll buy this one on Blu-ray or buy it at all. I don't even think I'll buy it because I don't think I don't need it. So summing up. Summer. I feel like it's a nice film.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessary, but it's nice, and your kids will like it if you've got kids. If you are someone who has the original in your heart completely tattooed across your soul, you will either love it or hate it. It'll be Marmite for you. We already know people who do have that kind of love for this film, who absolutely adored this remake, and we were going in hoping to love this remake, but with a very
at least you two. You two were.
Yes.
I didn't.
He tried.
I went
He tried his best.
I went in with no expectations, and I think that actually
You
helped.
went in expecting to be disappointed and think it was rubbish. And
I think actually that helped the film a little bit, because there were elements that I was actually surprised and actually thought were great. But when it comes to weighing up the good and the bad just gets weighed overall, just because of what it is. It's already at a disadvantage with me, because, like I say, I think these are pointless. And I had, at least, if the particular live action remake that Disney did had maybe had a better outcome, I might have a different opinion on these live action remakes. But since that film, which, like I say, another video, I've had a complete regard for these live action remakes.
We've been burned. We've been burned before.
Yeah, many times.
What about you, Colin?
Sum up.
Well, as I've said, like it's interesting to watch, but I was like, but it's not really worth a trip to the cinema. It's like if it's on telly, then maybe if you're bored, kind of thing. It's just interesting to see how different they try to make it.
Yeah.
But again, it's not necessary. It's like even watch the Jungle Book. It's like even though I was like,
I haven't seen that yet. We'll do that.
I've got to make an interesting fact there. Last little interesting fact. You know, the guy who directed this film was the director of. Wait for this here. Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2.
And we all know how everyone feels. We all know how most people feel about Twilight.
Would you like us to review Twilight? Please leave a comment below.
I'm not suffering for you. I'm not suffering for you.
I want us to try this. If we can get at least 50 likes on this video, we will make Abby watch the Twilight films. We've suffered, she's got to suffer.
No.
50 likes, please. See if we can do this.
I'll be screwed too. I haven't seen it.
both of them then. I've got the box set in my room because my brothers felt it was a practical joke.
To buy it for you.
Yeah, so yeah, let's let them suffer.
But who's going to be laughing at the end of this?
Me, of course.
No, cease. Okay,
Anyway,
back to the point.
so final verdict.
Final verdict: cinema or skip? Colwyn, go.
For me, it's still interesting. For cinema, for me, just out of curiosity, but not much. It's
Like a one-time.
a one-time thing. It's good for one-time viewing, like a lot of films.
Okay.
You're really going to be like, all right.
Sean, skip or skip?
Skip, send it away, ship it out, take it to the farthest reaches of the earth, send it to Antarctica where it freezes to death, and... Nah, actually, that's a bit harsh. I am going to go skip, because it literally is not worth going back to see again.
No.
Like I say, 2D classics, I'll watch that instead. For free.
Cheaper?
Yeah, cheaper.
I'm going to go... I'm going to say cinema, because I feel like... But it's a weak cinema. Like, when we did Logan, it was a strong, go to the cinema, and I was like, cinema, cinema, cinema. But for this, it's go to the cinema to see it once. If you are a fan of Beauty and the Beast, see how you feel. It's a nice trip out. It's a nice film. You'll enjoy it, but you will probably have some of the pet peeves that we've mentioned. But yeah, it's a cinema.
Yeah, for us, it's basically, we like I say, we had a good time.
Yeah.
But like I say, we want to go, well, at least I want to go see it again.
No, I wouldn't see it again.
But,
It's
like,
best watching with friends. Don't go
yeah,
by
watch
yourself.
it with friends. But like I say, like you said, people will either love it or hate
Yeah.
it. If they're real fans of Beauty and the Beast, I already know some people who hate this film.
Yeah, you.
And I'm glad I'm not alone. But people, who, just go watch it and bring the kids and
If you've got
blame them for this.
that's my phone.
Well, she's got to go. She's got to.
I'm gonna go answer the
She's
phone.
got to go and answer the phone. I wonder who it could be.
I don't know.
It's probably Disney ready to
It's
come after us.
Disney. They know. They heard you say bad things. They're gonna get rid of my mom.
They're gonna ring. How did you know about the Disney plague?
They're gonna get rid of my
The mouse will have his vengeance.
mom.
Let's kill your mother.
No.
But anyway, guys, one of the things we'd like to know is we would like a question. We'll give you guys a question. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. So
Yeah, if you've seen it, let us know what you
if
thought.
you've seen it, let us know what you thought of the live action Beauty and the Beast, and also give us your verdict on whether you prefer the 2D classic or the live action.
Yes.
That would be a good thing to have. And if you have enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. It's somewhere over there.
General
Yeah,
area.
I'm sure we'll put like some little graphics. And like I say, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I say, we have loads of fun there.
We
So
do.
come and join us.
Pictures.
Come and join the party. And like I say, see you next time on the next Cinema,
Cinema
or
or
Skip.
I was delayed.
Think of the one thing you've always wanted. Find it in your mind's eye and feel it in your heart.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Ooh.